It's 11 o'clock on this late Tuesday night, December 3rd, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Tuesday night, December 3rd, 2019. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It is 11 o'clock, and it is 27 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news is House Intelligence Committee sends reports on Trump and Ukraine to judiciary panel paving way for possible articles of impeachment. How Kamala Harris's 2020 campaign plummeted. Our mistress, one below and ever call records show how Giuliani pressured Ukraine. U.S. House approves bill that calls for sanctions Chinese officials over Muslim internment camps. Trump and Macron clash during NATO summit meeting. Appeals court upholds request from Congress for Trump's financial records. Rockland facility triggers food recall at 31 states including Massachusetts for fresh cow for rolls and spring rolls sold by Trader Joe's over listeria concerns. In Oshkosh, Wisconsin, high school students shot after stabbing a school officer. Representative Dan Kennedy pleads guilty to misuse of campaign funding made mistakes. Biden threat says the rivals bite the dust. Weather forecast is near far lean slightly toward slightly snowy winter in Washington with a near average temperatures. Virginia Gifford to speak out against allegations against Prince Andrew. France is Macron hopeful for a sudden digital tax dispute with U.S. Graham says he's 1,000% confident with Jamil into a 16 U.S. election, not Ukraine. Trump says China trade deal may have to wait amid sticking points in talks. State takes control of Dr. Wilbur school budget. Ex-Bumblebee CEO is canned for fixing tuna process. 19 galaxies are missing dark matter. No one knows why. ISO praise down. Chennai techies spawning a Vikram liner. Just to give free HIV prevention pills uninsured with one costly loophole. Two more flu deaths reported in Arkansas. The U.S. House of Representatives overwhelmingly passed legislation to impose sanctions on China's government officials responsible for human rights crimes committed against the Asian nation's Muslim minority population. House OK's resolution disproving Russia's participation in G7. House Intelligence reports an approved impeachment report. Democratic presidential candidate Pete Buttigieg released a plan to address healthcare equity to ensure people are not deprived of access to treatment based on race, gender, or where a person lives. A lively storm that began scheduled just before Thanksgiving slowly winding down off the far eastern coast of New England, but not before dropping feet of snow across the tree in the northeast. A New Jersey man filed a lawsuit against accused of former Washington, D.C. Cardinal Theodore McCarrick of sexual abuse in the 1990s. Smoke detectors might have saved left photo home from North Attleboro fire. Slackman sick with changes to Foxborough common traffic pattern. Pretrial coverage set for bad accused of Attleboro murder. Democrat Jake Action Law say candidate for the 4th Congressional District being vacant by Joe Kennedy III has announced a transportation plan for the state. First snow dated season in the Taunton area, and Norton schools were closed for today because of the snow. Rockland in Mississippi wants to make sure hands-free bill, and President Phil Sells says she agrees with the legislation that people need to change their habits so they don't drive while using their phones, but she's about the potential offers to fire black motorists. We have a time council today. What are Attorney General's office to? The digital options to force the new owner of a conference the digital billboard on Route 3 to take the structure down. Jury delivered a second conviction in Marshfield murder, and Stolen Airline Defense returned an all-wall shop. Peter Chill. News time is 11:04, and it's time now for a Peter Chill Sports Report. Boston Bruins blinked out Carolina Hurricanes 2-0 at the Garden. Vancouver 4, Ottawa 0 for 1 period. Washington 2, Senators they won with 4-4-6 led in the first period. Montreal 4, New York Islanders 2, Minnesota 4, Florida 2, Vegas Golden Knights 4, New Jersey 3, Philadelphia 6, Toronto 1, Arizona 4, Columbus Blue Jackets 2, and Tampa Bay 3, Nashville 2 final in overtime, Winnipeg 5, Dallas 1. NBA scores. Houston and Senators had 126-24 11 overtime period. LA Lakers 92, Denver 84 with 6 minutes 11 in the fourth quarter. Portland 59, LA Clippers 6 minutes 26 11 in the second quarter. Detroit 127, Cleveland 94. Orlando 127, Washington 120, Miami 121, Toronto 110 final in overtime, and Dallas 118, New Orleans 97. What does Jay Jordan need to see in December? Oklahoma moves in fourth college football playoff spot. Panthers over David on Run River find a was time, and Nick Choglian close to the scapegoat and David Fizdale. Peter Chill news time is 11:06. Time now for Peter Chill traffic returns to check. Beep on the MTA after 8:45 p.m. Tuesday, Thursday this week. Shuttle bus to place Steve Brentford between Northern Island and Riverside, and commuter rail. Train line train 7:58, 9:49 p.m. from Foxborough up at 5 10 minutes basket between Foxborough and substation to the signal train traffic with late train to 7:27. Franklin trains 7:29, 10:30 p.m. from substation to the park. Operate 25-35 minutes late basket between substation to Foxborough to the late problem the Queen caused by a mechanical issue, and the Walkport train 127, 10:20 p.m. from North Station to Water. North Station to operate 10 minutes basket withdrawal. Okay, with Zimbabwe's in the wing on this late Tuesday night in Rhode Island. Looking good. Connecticut, Barrett Parkway, a little slow on Fairfield stretch. Suffolk Expressway, slow on after the Pike, and 3 in and southbound side, little slow on the low area, and set to the Western Mass highways out. Looking good, and Everett Target southbound side, little slow on Manchester Airport, and 95, slow between Waterville and Bangor, and 8789, and southbound side, little slow on upstate New York, Vermont. Peter Chill news time is 11:07. Time now for Peter Chill traffic and trend time for weather report. Weather celestial weatherways southwest Maine refreeze become maxi 5 early Wednesday morning and temperature dropping in the teens to mid 20s and 3 to second roads and side streets. Sidewalks and shaded spots are most vulnerable to black ice. Water should drive with extra caution as spray benefit appears where the celestial may contain ice patches. Okay, look at the forecast. Goes like this. Tonight, increased skies low about 21 degrees, light west wind. Wednesday, it shifts to 40s after 11 a.m. Clouds got high about 39 degrees. Calming coming to southwest about 6 miles an hour for Wednesday night. Most of the skies about 27 degrees, light west wind for Thursday. Most skies come out of 41 about 24 degrees. West with about 5 to 30 miles an hour. Gust high 21 miles an hour for Friday. Chance of snow shall be after 3 p.m. Putty sun in the most skies about 5 36 about 28 degrees. West about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Chance with the 3% low dose expected. Friday night, chance of snow showers before midnight. Most skies about 28 degrees. North is about 5 to 7 miles an hour. Chance of 40%. Saturday, sunny, most skies come about 29, about 19 degrees. North was about 3 to 6 miles an hour. And for Sunday, most of the skies come about 43, about 36 degrees. South was about 5 to 8 miles an hour. Gust high 20 miles an hour. And for Monday, showers likely, clouds come about 52, about 46 degrees. South was about 6 to 7 miles an hour. Chance rate to 65%. And for Tuesday, chance of showers, most skies 57 degrees. South was about 7 to 10 miles an hour. Gust high 20 miles an hour. Chance to 50%. Right now, Norton and Nitsay. Fair and 29 degrees. That's the main for the Peter Channel. 11 o'clock news on this late Tuesday night, December 3rd, 2019. Peter Woods, hope you have a good night with a good bad day to the I'll see the ball board with a board report. Hope you have a good night.